Hello everyone. In honor of reaching my first 100 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm doing it together with Allroad Moto. Allroad Moto is a Belgium web shop slash workshop, and we're gonna give away a €100 gift card. Now, Allroad Moto, if you don't know about them, the links are in my description of this video. It's a workshop and a web shop with everything for the adventure bike people, for travel, gear, advice, suspensions, I don't know, everything you want. So even for the certain people, just look at it, you'll find something you like. So how are you gonna win? Just leave a comment on this video, make sure you subscribe, otherwise you won't be eligible. And I'll pick the winner on the 8th of November, which is next week, Monday, I guess, around 7 p.m. my time, which is Belgium time, Paris time, Netherlands time, whatever time. So you'll see. But yeah, why do I care? Well, the question is maybe more, why do I actually make these videos in the first place? So unfortunately for me, I only learned about this entire world of adventure biking and enduro after 35 years on this planet. And even then, when I understood that there was something like this, it's such a very closed world. It's very daunting to start, actually. A lot of information, a lot of good advice, but always conflicting, always fighting. It's the running joke, of course, to start a tire thread on Facebook, which are the best tires. You know, it's a never-ending story. But it's very complex, you know. It's I'll talk about it a little more. Now, my first real encounter with this adventure bike, enduro, off-road going world was when I was 28, I guess. And I just randomly signed up for a course which was off-road. It looked cool, so why not? At the time I was riding a Suzuki Beating. For those who don't know that, it's like a rocket disguised as a naked bike. It was extremely fast. It was just a race machine without being a race machine. So completely different. I only knew about street riding. If you look at the media, you only see motocross, dirt bikes, motocross. So it's just a very small niche. I heard about trial bikes. Sometimes I saw on Eurosport. I saw some competitions about that. Of course, you know about the racing and the racing bikes. That's about it. Yeah, you see the movies, you see some dirt bike guys doing stupid things, you see some street racers doing stupid things, but the enduro, the adventure, it's just something, yeah, it doesn't seem to exist in the normal media. Yeah. So I was riding a naked bike, and I ended up in that course. And first thing they gave us was a loaner bike from them, an enduro bike. I didn't even know what the word enduro meant, but okay, it was all fine for me. It was their bike, so I didn't mind wrecking it. So just okay, fine. We jumped on, and I remember very clear we left the parking, and it was gravel. And yeah, before that, gravel was, of course, and it's something you just really tried to avoid. It was the worst thing that could happen, having to drive with your expensive big bike on gravel. So that already was a little bit of mind blown. We just sped off from the gravel, and got worse from there. We went to on a field, a cornfield was just cut off. It was in the middle of winter. It was just muddy, hard. It was extreme. I ended up in a ditch because I tried to cut something up and I didn't see it. It just went down, and okay, it was a big adventure. And everything on that trip was just a revelation. You know, at one point we went up a sand hill, which I was convinced if I had to do it by foot, I had to crawl on it. And then driving a motorcycle on a hill like that was just, whoa. I did some concrete steps, something was crazy as well. But the best thing was the finish. At one point, the last part of the course, we were just following some single tracks, and we came by a little track just between a few big trees, and it was lower than the rest of the track because it was filled with water about 70-80 centimeters high, and on top of that it was just completely frozen over. So normally everyone would say, okay, this is something we have to turn around. This is no way to go through this. Before I knew this world, of course. And the instructor just wheelied up, used his front wheel to break the ice, and just went up, brake, and just drove through it. And we followed suit without the wheelies, but feet up in the air and just our ass over the water and just went through it. And I was sold. The freedom, the adventure, the going from A to Z, without just caring what's in the way, just to say, I want to go there, and just go there. And I love it. I just loved it. But it was a strange world. So, okay, of course, the naked bike had to go. I loved the bike, but sorry, I wanted to go everywhere. So first thing I did was I bought a BMW. BMW, of course, the biggest one I could find, a GS adventure bike. And that was it. I was free now, and I could do everything I wanted. Of course, that first thing I did with a friend, I just took it up on some hills and just went down the hill without any care of the world. And of course, got stuck and had to ask 5 or 6 passerbys just to get me out of there and stuff like that. But okay, I was started. And even then, I was 28 then. It even took me 7 more years just to get somewhere, and that's something we have to be honest about. This world is really a labyrinth, full of good advice, but a lot of organizations don't even have websites. If they have websites, trips or courses are just maybe sometimes a picture with some information, and we don't know what you're gonna do that day, but you just come and find out. It's fine, but not when you start, Even so, if you find out what might be interesting, and sometimes it's not even a website, just a post. If you want to come, just this is a number, come over. How many times I've ended up in some middle of the fields, forest place where it should be somewhere near there. You have to try to hear if you hear some motorcycles or see something in the distance, and it's always do you need food, do you not need food, how long it's gonna be, how much fuel do you need, all those stuff. It's actually very, very daunting and very complicated, and also very, very old. A lot of people have very old ideas. It has always been like this. It has to be like keep like this. If you try to register for a competition in Belgium, you need to do it on a website. Then you need to download an old Windows application on your PC. Try to have an account on that, but you need another account for the website, and then you have to figure out what random word means what you think it's gonna mean, so you can maybe enter some competition or some trip you just want to have fun with. In the end, it's better just to go over there and show up and maybe try to find a way to get in. It's very complicated. So without much complaining, that's why this channel exists. I really love the sport, but it's changing. the environment is changing, the machines are changing. I love the electric bikes and everything that brings that comes with them. That's not a popular opinion at this point, but I don't mind. It's well, it's what everything is going to. So the forests are getting more and more illegal in Europe to drive in. So a lot of that will also change, and maybe will be more of an urban setting. But for me, it's still going from A to Z. It's still the freedom. It's still if you're stuck in traffic, turning around and just going up a stair, just get away. That's still for me the feeling of freedom, the feeling of adventure, to just going out there, having fun. But most importantly for me and for everyone is keep having fun, but keep it safe, and also make sure that the next generation can also keep on driving. That's what this channel is about, trying to get everyone on board, and just spreading the news, spreading the information, and hoping to see more and more people out there and make it the mainstream thing, and yeah, just keep having fun. So thanks for supporting me by subscribing, and I hope to see you around and that we can share a lot of information together. Thanks. See you.